Yes guys, how's it going? Welcome back to the Inverse Audio YouTube channel. As always, I'm 5X and today we're going to be taking on a bootleg. So I'll be showing you the whole bootleg process from start to finish. And yeah, without any further ado, let's just get right in the video. Okay, so the song I'm going to be bootlegging today is Right Here, Right Now by Fatboy Slim. I'm trying to make a bit of a festival banger since it is festival season coming up. So yeah, I've got the original from Beatport and I made sure to get the WAV files. I've got the highest quality. Then I went over to MVSEP, which is my preferred stem separation tool. It's got so many different algorithms. It does cost, you have to pay for credits. I'm not sponsored at all. Yeah, I got these files separated and then I found the key. I struggled a bit with the key and then I also watched a sample breakdown video just to kind of understand what we're working with here. But yeah, with all of that out of the way, I kind of have started briefly just to get the boring admin work out of the way. So when you first get a bootleg, I recommend you listen to the original quite a few times, make sure the BPMs are right, time stretch it, pick a good key as well. So I think the song's in either A minor or E minor. I'm not too sure because A sounds really nice with it, but then so does E, but I've pitched it down by one, so it's D sharp minor. So that's what I'm going to run with anyway. And I've kind of gone through the samples and found the cleanest sections for all of them and tried to recreate the original. It is -1 semitone, so it might sound a bit different. And then I've taken the vocal here as well and half-timed it. So in the build-up, it still sounds the same.
Right here, right now, right here, right now, right here, right now, right here, right now.
And then the drop is going to sound something like this. Still not too sure about the chug. I think this song kind of wants a chug, so I'll probably just keep it, but obviously we'll work on it. And yeah, I kind of have the different sections mapped out. The only thing I might change is the phrasing of the build-up. I might make this twice as long, so then that way we're working in 16ths. So we're just going to try and add elements to it. And I think the first thing I'm going to do is probably make some drums and then extend the build-up and kind of work from there. I think I want a breakbeat style, breakbeat feel to the drums. So I'm going to start with that. And I'm probably going to be using quite a few samples from the Patreon. So we're going to go digital for the kicks and snares. Okay, so I've got a couple of options of snares. I was trying a few different ones out. I think I'm going to go for these two and use the tail from this one. And then like the main tone, because I like how it's a bit snappy almost. So then we're left with this. And then I'm going to grab some top loops. But I did quickly just want to say that I am currently running a mid-year sale over on my website. So if you wanted to pick up any sample packs, preset packs, everything's on at least 20% sale. I never really do sales, so now is a good time to pick up any packs if you've been wanting to do so. So yeah, link for that will be down below. And let's get cooking up some top loops. Maybe some splashy rides as well. So this is what we have so far, just putting 4 top loops. And then that with the drum break. I think we could do with layering like 1 or 2 more drum breaks. I found another break I really like. Just kind of grabbing the top end from it. Cool, so these are the top loops together so far. And then the only thing I'm going to add is maybe like a splashy ride. Something like this is perfect. And then I've just had an idea to do a choppy drum break as a fill. So yeah, this is the perfect break for it. And then that's going to kind of end here. Straight into the next section, so we could go ahead and copy that over. And then second time round, we're going to use the other half of the break. Okay, cool. I like the way that ends. And I've got this other top loop here as well. Real quick, I'm just going to process the hats ever so slightly. Okay, cool. Time for bass. First step is going to be the sidechain. Okay, so the first step with the bass line is probably going to be the chug. So we're going to start with a sine wave for the sub. Well, next, I think, so I'm using presets from the Spectre Volume 2. I might keep this one. Just might add a few macros to it. Okay, so after like a lot of tweaking, I now have this open macro, which basically just controls the decay. All of these points on the LFO, which is then controlling the cutoff. It's doing a little bit of the cutoff, and then it's playing with this filter here. So when we turn it up now, it can kind of open up and get nice and aggressive. So we'll use that throughout the track. But now I'm also going to create a layer for this and have it play the offbeat notes. Okay, so this second one is obviously just going to be this. Okay, so this is what the second layer sounds like currently. You combine it with the other one. But I'm actually going to add in one more preset, I think. Okay, so the third layer sounds like this. It's this wider patch. It actually uses unison. And then, yeah, them together now with the sub. Pretty nice. Very full chug. I mean, to be honest, working on it now, I don't actually know if it wants the offbeat chug, but again, this can be changed at a later date, and I think it's fine for today's purpose. I probably will end up trying to finish this after the video anyway, because it is something I wanted to bootleg. I just kind of thought I'd show you guys my process. I don't want to add a brass stab, because brass stabs are boring, and they're absolutely everywhere, and I'm kind of getting sick of them. But this tune kind of, it's one of them tunes that probably wants one, or some sort of stab. So we'll see what we can cook up here. Okay, so I think I'm going to separate the stab into two. I'm going to have like a longer one. And maybe more of a tonal one here as well. And that kind of plays every two phrases just so it's not too repetitive. Okay, so let me just quickly sound design a bass for this. Okay, so this is the basis of the whole sound. It's literally just a saw wave with an LFO that controls a filter. Then it moves down like that. You can kind of tune it. Okay, a couple of effects later, and we have this from this. So yeah, pretty crazy. Okay, and post-processing next. Shaper table. Just a bit of distortion. Gonna add in one more disperser. Gonna add in a bit crusher. And gain reduction. Reverb. So yeah, we went from like a really simple patch, which literally just uses one wavetable, to then this. I did actually just upload a Patreon tutorial explaining how I make all my basses and how I start really simple and then through post-processing get them like really nice. And I made all of these and they're all in the tutorial. So, you know, if you want to get better at sound design, I highly recommend that tutorial. And yeah, I made all of them in the tutorial, starting off really simple and doing a methodical one step-by-step process. Anyway. Okay, so after a while of tinkering with the sound, I've decided I hate it. It literally is just kind of like a womp with a low end cut off. But yeah, it just doesn't work. Anyway, I've tried it. I'm going to move it. This is what it sounds like, by the way. It's not a bad sound, it just doesn't fit this at all, so we're going to scrap it. I was playing about with the trance gate I did put on the main kind of sample, and I'm a fan of what it's doing. I'm kind of curious to hear what this would sound like with a Reese. I mean, you're putting this bass back in really highlights the issue of that this tune just wants to be higher up in terms of the bass line, because like this sounds great. Sorry, this note. But that G sharp like in itself is quite high for a bass, so that's why I went down to the D sharp for the chug. but I knew it was kind of wrong because I had this whole like issue with what key to make it in the first place before I even started this. So before I get any comments that it sounds out of key, like I'm aware it's sometimes it just gets like this with bootlegs, you know, you can't win. Okay, so continuing with like the Reese pattern, I was trying to figure some things out, and then I had the idea of just copying like the lead melody for the bass instead. And then there's that other pattern, of course. I think I'm kind of leaning towards this one. Maybe I can even try it on the chug. I mean, yeah, why not? Okay, well, I've just changed the melody back into the chug, and now I'm completely lost. I do not know which version to go with. Okay, I've added the brass stabs and they sound awful, so I'm just going to get rid of them straight away. Like, they're not bad, but they're not good either, so I think I might just leave it for the sake of not spending a gazillion years on this. See, I work on music, like when it comes to my own stuff, a bit differently. It's like it'll take me quite a while and I'll keep coming back to it and I'll just keep chucking loads of basses and patches until something clicks. And that's why I always have like a million basses that are just unused on my like finished project. But I think for this, like, we'll just work on the build up and then maybe it will come to me later on. I might do a part 2, who knows. Okay, so we're just going to double the length of the build-up.
Right here, right now, right here, right now, right here, right now, right here, right now, right here, right now.
Okay, so let's get started with this section then. It's going to be a little bit difficult just because I might have to go back and like get the original samples, because this bit, I'm not sure if it's anywhere else in the song and there's a cleaner section of it. Because that build-up only really happens. It only like really happens in here, so I don't have like an unfiltered version. Maybe the best I've got is this. Maybe I'm hoping I can mask it with an auto filter.
Right now, right here, right now, right here, right now, right here, right now.
Okay, so I've added like a drum build and a couple of exhausts, and I've extended this break, and this is what we have so far.
Right here, right now, right here, right now, right here, right now, right here, right now.
Okay, I've done a couple more bits to the build up. I've added in some drum breaks now, as well as the chug. I've kind of removed that long vocal
Right now.
because it just didn't really fit. So we have this.
Right here, right now, right here, right now.
And here I've used the higher note, which I think is actually the root of this tune, because it just does not sound good like lower down. Yeah, it just sounds way better higher up. And I think in the drop we can actually just make it go down, so that's not an issue. But we are going to ladder filter it in. And then we're going to high pass it out as well. I'm actually going to duplicate this break and put this half of it in the drum build up section just so I can turn it up. Next, I'm going to add a whole bunch of risers and uplifters, etc. Okay, so I've got some further development on the intro. I've added in this hat loop, which is just a couple of hats with some delay on it. That's kind of made to mimic this pattern. And I've also added in that Reese from the intro and filtered it out towards the end of the section. And then added a couple, or just a riser. And then that transitions nicely into the build-up. Matter of fact, we could probably take this one and time stretch this. There still could be a couple of extra bases that I could add. I'm going to play about with this open macro for now. But yeah, guys, I mean, I've tried to add a bunch of other things, but nothing seems to be working. So I might just sit on this for a couple of days and then come back to it. I might even do like a part 2 on Patreon or something, like an unedited video. So if you're interested in longer tutorial and where I can actually go super in depth, then Patreon's a place. Also, don't forget, I'm running the mid-year sale over on my website. So link for that will be down in the bio. But that being said, I think this is a decent start to a bootleg. This is kind of how I approach bootlegs in the first place. I hope it gives you like a good oversight. It's not by any means finished, and I probably will end up changing quite a few things about this. But yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed. I'm going to play the full track now, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.